I'm a healer, but written by Yellowleader on AO3. Chapter 20. Fundy can tell things are changing. It's not inherently a bad thing, he guesses. Dad is happy now that Tommy's talking to him again. Grandpa's been more affectionate towards everyone recently, and Fundy's never seen Uncle Techno so fond of someone outside their family. It's just a little weird, maybe. Because they're so obsessed with him, he thinks. It's like the house is revolving around Tommy. Everyone pulled in when Tommy lets them, pushed away when he's not in the mood. Funny feels like the old one out, and it makes him nervous. He needs to talk to someone. Uncle Techno isn't good at feelings, and Dad is too good at them. He needs Grandpa, except that for the past day or so he's been sealed up in the nest with Tommy. Fundy doesn't know exactly what happened because he left out house chattering about how Tommy was going to move into his new room, and then he came back with Uncle Techno carrying an unconscious Tommy, so Fundy still creeps towards the nest, hoping that either Tommy is asleep or Grandpa can be convinced to leave the nest for at least a little bit to talk. When he steps inside, though, Tommy is definitely wide awake, flipping through a book with Grandpa reading over his shoulder. Ah, he announces himself, and they both look up. Oh, hey, mate! Grandpa smiles at him before starting to stand. Good timing. Can you sit here with Tommy for a bit? I need to get his food, but... Phil, Tommy complains. Stop treating me like a fucking kid. I can sit alone for 10 minutes, you fucking bird brain. I know, Tommy, he cuts him off. It's just my instincts. Can you be patient with me a little longer? Tommy groans, but looks back at his book and flips up the page. Bring me back some chocolate. Meals first, then snacks, Grandpa says. Funny tries to speak up to tell him that he needs to talk to him privately, but Grandpa pats him on the shoulder as he passes. Thanks, mate, I'll be right back. Well, he can wait a little longer. Funny glances down at Tommy, who is ignoring him. He hesitates a moment before joining him in the nest, keeping his distance. The flowers from before are all gone, clearly tossed out after wilting, with no new ones to replace them. It's kind of a shame. The flowers suited the nest, he thinks. What are you reading? He asks. Book. Well, yeah, I guess there's that one. Tommy huffs, but raises it a bit for him to look at. Oh, Dummy's Guide to Hybrid Healthcare. That is kind of hilarious, actually. Dummies? It was literally the only book in the stupid store had that went over avians and piglins and foxes. Apparently, Techno got banned from the good bookstore, so this. Fonny blinks at him. And foxes? Tommy snorts and looks back at him. Yeah, obviously. Like, for me, I don't know any other foxes around. Um, Funny glances between the book and Tommy. You know I'm not part of the syndicate, right? Just related to them? I kind of fucking guessed. Pretty sure you would have done background check on Dream if you actually were. Tommy cuts himself off, probably from saying something especially rude. I know you're not part of the syndicate, he repeats. And you're the syndicate's healer. Tommy rolls his eyes. Yeah, but that doesn't mean I'm fucking bound to only healing supervillains. If you think Wilbur wouldn't make me heal you anyway, you're fucking stupid. Okay, fair point. But it still feels weird that Tommy specifically thought of him when he was looking for information. No, not weird, it's just he didn't think Tommy was that considerate. Honestly, he didn't think Tommy was considerate enough to research hybrid medical care anyway. Then again, Fanny doesn't actually know anything about Tommy, not firsthand anyway. From Clay, he was difficult, rebellious. Dad calls him sweet sunflower. Is he both? Neither? He should try to get him to know him, shouldn't he? Do you like it? He asks impulsively. What do you mean? Tommy asks cautiously. I mean, here with the syndicate. Do you like it? Working for them? I mean, Grandpa kind of dragged you in the nest and is keeping you here if which you seem unhappy about, but that gets a surprised laugh out of Tommy. Fox boy, if the worst these bitches are going to do is throw me in a pile of blankets, could give less of a shit. I eat whenever I want. I had to go outside, and I'm not fucking hit whenever I act like a dick. This is fucking heaven. I just wish they went all clingly bitches. Fundy's frozen, staring at him. Tommy's expression wavers a little when he realizes, changing to something more uncomfortable. Well, what did Clay dream do to you? It's have to get to eat? To be free to go outside? Fundy was 8 when his mom died. He loves her a lot, but they didn't have much to their name. The only jobs she took were under the table and usually paid under minimum wage. He was always hungry as a child, and only got worse when she died. He made himself sick trying to eat things he found in the woods, when other people's trash. If it weren't for Dad and Grandpa finding him, there's no way he would have kept going for even another week or two. Coming here was a luxury. No children to bully him for having ears or snout. As much food as he could eat, the comfiest bed he'd ever felt in his life, and new clothes that fit him. And clothes he liked, no more skirts he had to wear till they had holes because he couldn't afford to get him pants. It was like a pauper finding out he was secretly a prince. Later, he'd realized that this home wasn't perfect. Later, he learned all the dark secrets that kept him well fed and surrounded by splendor. It all fell apart, and they're still soon back together, but Tommy already knows the worst of it. He won't go through the same thing Fundy did. He can be happier with no unpleasant surprises along the way. He was a fucking dick, Tommy mutters. That's all you need to know. He wasn't to me, Fundy says, though immediately realizes how fucked it up that is to say. No, I mean, I'm not doubting you. I just mean, I don't know what he would have. Yeah, of course he wasn't to you, he snaps back. He didn't have power over you the way he did to me, and he was using you, so he had to play nice enough you'd introduce him to your dad. Me, the only thing he needed from me was my power, so he could fuck me up however he wanted along the way, as I could still heal for him. Tommy sinks down, further into the blankets beneath him, and he was really fucking good at it. Oh. Yeah, oh. Tommy flips another page, though he's definitely not reading it now. It's good he broke up with you, he mutters after a minute. No one deserved putting up with him. But I'm sorry I didn't tell anyone you were dating him until after they killed him. Understand. And he does. He's never been hurt like that, but if someone controlled his entire life, hurt and starved him, the only people who could make it stop maybe wouldn't if they knew something only he knew, Funny probably wouldn't say anything about it either. And besides, I'm glad you're here. Everyone's really happy to have you. Tommy raised the book higher, hiding his face from Funny's view. He wonders if he said something wrong for a moment, but really? He asked quietly. Funny is about to answer him, but he gets cut off. I mean, fucking obviously, Will was terrified of death or whatever, so they're glad to have a healer. Forgot I fucking asked. No, I mean, they're happy to have you. I don't, I don't think just anyone with healing powers would do. Tommy doesn't respond and keeps his face hidden, but he can't see Tommy's ears getting red. He bites back a snicker. It's not much longer before Grandpa returns, carrying a tray with 3 bowls of mushroom soup. Tommy puts his book aside, the blush mostly faded from his face, and grabs one of them. Grandpa looks incredibly satisfied as he watches Tommy eat. Then he passes another bowl to Fundy. Did you need something once made, or did you just want to join us? He's really not all that as worried about Tommy as he was before, so he shrugs. Um, it's almost the holidays. Are we doing anything this year? Grandpa lights up. Oh, I completely forgot. It's been so busy recently, and we haven't celebrated since you went off to college. Absolutely. We simply have to do something this year. I'll tell Techno and Phil. I want my fucking salary for the holidays, Tommy mutters. You still haven't told us how much you want to get paid, mate. Look, we'll sort that out, but I'll give you some money early to buy presents for everyone. Don't fret too much about getting the perfect gift. Tigna and Will and I pretty much have everything we could want, which is why they only celebrate when Funny is around. And now Tommy. Tommy hums with a frown, and Funny leans over. I'll help you pick out things for them. I've got it, I don't need your help, he hisses. But we can go together anyway. He already has a feeling. He knows how this family dynamic is going to go. That Tommy will be grandpa's, not his dad's. But there's an odd part of himself that reminds him he's never wanted to be an only child, and Tommy absolutely feels like a younger brother. And wouldn't it piss off Clay if his Theo liked Fundy as a brother more than he liked Clay? Maybe it's petty, despite a dead man, but thoughts like those are what reminds him he really is part of the family.